What's going on, people? Shaman the YB back once again. Now, if I told you I was lost for words, I'm lost for words, 100%. Listen, if I hadn't predicted it coming, actually no, I call it tell lie. I knew it was a bum here, but I didn't realise the extent of bummage Tyson Fury was going to stoop to. Anyway, bear with me here. We're going to do a bit of, what do they call it? We're going to go through the last few days, yeah? Obviously, Fury was woofing at Usyk and whatever else. Anyway, 2-2s. Fury comes out in the last 24 hours, and it says the following. Tyson Fury has arrived in Australia to support Joseph Parker ahead of his fight this week. Fury said, I'm looking to do a squabble here in Australia, so I will be going up and down the country looking at different stadiums over the next few days. I'm 100% serious. So that's where I got the whole Fury's going to fight Parker, because who else would he fight down in New Zealand or Australia? That's the only place that realistically makes any sense at all. Anyway, 2-2s. Today we see this. Tyson Fury in talks to fight little-known Australian heavyweight Dempsey McKean, who sparred AJ. That's his big claim to fame. His big claim to fame is sparring AJ once in Australia this summer. Anyway, now, we all know there's clickbait about, but wait till you see what's coming next. Tyson Fury has appeared to confirm, and it's on his Instagram. Oops. Tyson Fury has confirmed on his Instagram that he's now in talks to fight Dempsey McKean, who, by the way, TalkSport leave out, ranked number 40 in the WBC. It's not even legal, but we'll get to that another day. 2-2s. The WBC heavyweight champion of the world is known to be looking for an opponent after putting out calls last week, stop it, to find a summer title defence. It goes on. This week, Fury's flown to Australia for two reasons. First is to watch his friend, gym mate Morecambe Joe, in his comeback bout in Melbourne on Wednesday. The second is to explore options for him to fight down under this summer. As such, Fury is now in talks to fight the little-known McKean in Australia in August. The 22-0 heavyweight is best known to UK fans merely for being a sparring partner of AJ. Oh my god, what are we doing, people? What are we doing here? Anyway, this is McKean's manager. McKean's manager, Angelo Di Carlo, revealed the story as he told the Herald Sun. Chats began some time ago, for Dempsey to fight Tyson Fury in Australia, and I think Dempsey is the best option for the Gypsy King. We're certainly keen to do the fight, I bet you are. Now, to be fair, it's not Dempsey's fault. It's not Dempsey's fault that We Be Crooks, aka the WBC, have been touched. Listen, I can't even really blame WBC, man. Listen, if Kinahan pull up, and to be honest, I don't even think it's Kinahan. The person who's touched Mauricio will be a Mexican Donny, yeah? Because, it's all one of them ones, yeah? Kinahan be plugged up with the Mexicans, and them man don't mess around. They don't mess around at all. And Mauricio knows that, yeah? You don't even have to make... He just knows what time it is, yeah? All Kinahan has to do is get on the blower to one of his connects in Mexico, and that's it. It's not happening. Tyson Fury will fight bums indefinitely. Anyway, we've had a good association with Matchroom, and we have great respect for Eddie Hearn. But I'll have more talks with Fury's camp and see where that takes us. If Fury wants to fight in Australia, the logical option is to fight an Aussie fighter. And talking to Fury's people, they don't want to fight a small heavyweight. This is madness. If I wasn't laughing, I'd be crying right now. Dempsey and Justice Hooney are Australia's best heavyweights, but Dempsey is 6'6", and being a southpaw, he would present a real test for Tyson. He ain't present a real test for no one. He ain't fought no one. He number 40 in the rankings. Anyway, let's get to the part. I'm sure there's a few Fury man fans out there who be saying, why be a hater? Fury hasn't said this. Fury hasn't said that. Here we go. We've been given a possible date to fight Fury in August, so hopefully we can make it happen. Fury appeared to confirm these talks by sharing a post about the news on his IG story. Here we go. You can't deny this, people. Tyson Fury 38 minutes ago, rehashing Michael Benson's tweet, which is this one. Yeah? Tyson Fury versus Dempsey McKean is now in talks, according to McKean's manager. Why would Tyson Fury be posting that? Oops. Now, this is, honestly, I was laughing and clowning at Tyson Fury fighting Joe Parker there. This is, honestly, as it happens as well, I'm going to do a video, but let me tell you now. I didn't realise this. The WBC rules state Tyson Fury cannot fight anyone who's not ranked 19. Sorry, not ranked in the top 20, essentially. Now, Chisora's ranked 21, so he's been touched 100%. The rules, I didn't realise again, the rules specifically state WBC champions must defend their title twice a year. And, what's the word? Mandatories should be ordered once a year. Now, there's another word for a fight that has, what's it called? Optional. It's not called optional, it's called a voluntary defence. But a voluntary must be within top 20 still. Voluntary don't mean you pick a bum out of the top million. And the worst thing is here, people, Dempsey McKean's ranked further down the line than Mahmoud Shah, the kept woman in Saudi. Not that it makes a difference, for what it's worth. Mahmoud's no good anyway, but the rankings are what they are, but the fact of the matter is, this is shocking. Shocking. On Monday, Fury said about boxing in Australia, I'm definitely keen. It may even be my next fight. Well, it is. That's the point I'm making here. You have to know the lineage here. Fury on Monday, my next fight might be here. Fury on Tuesday, it's going to be Dempsey McKean. Never heard of the guy. I just haven't got an opponent yet, so we're going to figure it out. Over the next few days, we're going to be travelling. Anyway, Dempsey has said, let's make this fight happen. Listen, I can't blame Dempsey. It's not Dempsey's fault. Yeah, if I was Dempsey, I'd be, obviously, who don't want to get paid millions? But this ain't about Dempsey. This is about the WBC champion and the WBC. And there's nothing more to be said here. I gotta say this. I said to one of my doggies that, truth be known, yeah, AJ, he lose a lot. But at least boxing was much more enjoyable, when AJ was on. At least, he might turn up and lose, but at least he was going in there. You know what I mean? This guy's a clown. Listen, YP, a few here. I'd love to be sitting here saying, this guy. I'd rather be saying that, honestly. I'm much more passionate about the game. I hate talking, every day I hate talking about, truth be known, if I had another way to make some coins, I wouldn't be doing this. It's tiring talking about this. Every day this guy going to try and fight up. Every day this guy trying to fight a bum. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen someone with such a high propensity to fight bums. It's like it runs, he talks about, the bare knuckle runs in my veins. The bum runs in his veins. That's what it shows. Because no matter what path he's put on, for example, Zhang came out in the last few days and said, listen, the fight with me can happen. And I've got a video coming soon. It's the Talk Sport clown today, Gareth A. Davis. Well, Zhang's out because he's got the rematch. No, Zhang's not out because he's got the rematch. Even Joe Joyce said, let's see the numbers. Where's the numbers? Let's not playing this game. Oh, well, Zhang's busy. And literally, Gareth A. Davis, and shout out to the guy, I forgot his name now. He has a podcast, but he was on with Gareth, and he's the only one who kept it 100. He said the fans are sick now and tired of hearing Fury woofing and no follow through. And they're sick and tired of bums. Gareth A. Davis, it's not Fury's fault. No, whatever lie. Gareth A. Davis said on national radio, it's not Fury's fault. Usyk wanted more than 30%. That's what he came out with. Yeah, Usyk didn't want to take the fight in February because the money wasn't enough. That's what Gareth A. Davis said. Usyk didn't want the fight. Zhang didn't want the fight because he's with Joe Joyce. Andy Ruiz didn't want the fight. No, whatever. Again, Gareth A. Davis said Ruiz didn't want the fight because he wanted 19 million. Who here believes that? Wilder and Fury didn't even get paid 20 million. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It don't make no sense. But equally, I understand that in this game, if you want to be on, that's the bottom line here. Tyson, we saw what happened, and fair play to him. We saw what happened when True Geordie put it on Tyson. These men, they might be big, but they're insecure. And it's one thing to be insecure if you feel you're doing your best. In as much as if Fury was doing not even the best job, but doing a half decent job, and people were still critical, I get that. You know what? I'm not talking to that guy anymore. Nothing's ever good enough for him. I thought my last 3 fights, 2 of them were in the top 5. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. It's never the case. It's always some weird situ going on. Anyway, for Dempsey to get the chance to jump in the ring with Tyson Fury, it would be the biggest fight in Australian history. and bigger than Jeff Horn versus Manny Pacquiao. Listen, Jeff Horn was a champion at the time, and Pacquiao was top 5. So no, it's not. Come on now. No one even knows Dempsey. How would it be? I'm sorry, but I don't believe it. Australians, they turn up here for their champions, in as much as Kambosos, Horn. I mean, Tyson Fury is a big name, in globally speaking, but it's not bigger than either of them fights, I don't think, because no one don't know Dempsey. It'll do numbers, but to say it's bigger is a disrespect to the game. Both of them fights, Haney versus Kambosos and Jeff versus Pacquiao, both of them were top 5 fights. Yeah, I don't rate Kambosos, but at the end of the day, he had the belts. This would be a dream come true. Dempsey is, come on, people. I mean, I can't even knock this. They're doing what they're supposed to do as a team. If I was managing Dempsey, I'll be saying this too. Dempsey is unbeaten. Dempsey is unbumming. How about that? Yeah? He fight bums. Who he fighting? Listen, maybe Dempsey would have stepped up, but it's irrelevant. This isn't the time or the place to be talking about Dempsey. Yeah, let Dempsey go and get some of that other work. Martin Bacoli, one of them ones. Let's worry about that first. Never mind, not even Martin. Let's see Dempsey and Mahmood for what it's worth. Or Dempsey and Chisora. That's what we need to see. Being a southpaw, whatever. Anyway, this is about Tyson Fury. And every time I think we've reached a low, the other day I'm on here saying, yeah, it's going to be Joe Parker. I mean, it's mind-blowing. Let's not forget, people, Fury versus Parker was a shocking thing in itself. Made no sense. But it's like, wait a minute. Every time I think we've reached the bottom, I thought, honestly, I was convinced. I said, listen, people, it all makes sense. Fury and Parker, I thought we'd reached a low there. I thought, yeah, there's no way we get lower than this. In fact, it was so low, I didn't even think about it going low. I thought, yeah, boom, this is it. 100%. Dempsey. Top 40. I think it's like 37 or 38. And I'm sorry, but going forward, yeah, if this fight happens, this will be back-to-back voluntaries. In fact, it'll be back-to-back invalid voluntaries. Chisora at 21 is not valid. Dempsey at 37 is not valid. With back-to-back invalid. I mean, where's the mandatories? Again, we know WBC, Mauricio have been touched. But, you know what I mean? Where's the mandatories? There's been no mandatory. The last time the WBC belt was fought for was like 2018 with Fury and Wilder. There hasn't been nothing going on. Fury fought Dillian White. He was that. Yeah, scrap Dillian. I don't care when it was. Listen, he fought when? Last year? So even last year, there's supposed to be 2 fights a year. It's been a whole year since Tyson and Fury fought a mandatory. Where is it? Let's stick with that. How about that? It's been over a year, 13 months since Tyson and Fury had a mandated fight. What are we doing? Fair enough. Well, he fought Chisora, and then the next one this one should be mandated. You've had your voluntary. And he's going, the crazy thing is, he's going backwards. How are you going from Chisora, which was bad enough, by the way, to Dempsey? Now maybe Dempsey going to be trickier, but the rankings are the rankings, people. And it's not, I hate to say it, but it's not really hard to move your ranking up, truth be known. This stuff's pretty simple, and I mean, Mahmoud Char hasn't fought in 10 years. And he's like 31 or 27 or something. So it's not, this guy Dempsey done nothing. Anyway, I'm actually intrigued to see what the Fury fans are. How do the Fury fans justify this? Your man Fury retweeting or reposting the confirmation. This is what's coming. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and like off the bell 100%.